Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. If you could leave a like and subscribe, that'd be fantastic. And yeah, this is a cam build for FIFA 20 Pro Clubs. So yeah, it's just seemed appropriate. My first video would be my actual position as a cam. So yeah, let's get into it. So as you can see, 5 for £819. I just think this is a good build for quick, solid, very agile, quick player. So yeah, that's kind of what you want to be as a cam. That's definitely what I want to be as a cam. But yeah, let's dive into it. Starting off with physical, go through all the traits, but let's start with physical. So yeah, as you can see, stamina. Of course, stamina is not very good on this FIFA. So yeah, you have to start off with stamina pretty much because you just die in the game, pretty really. So yeah, I have a bit. I don't have all the stamina simply because I need kind of the skill points for other positions really, mainly passing, dribbling, and shooting. But we'll get onto that. But yeah, so I don't know. That's why I don't have all the stamina. It, in this game, it's very key for stamina management. It's kind of a bit like in motorsport when you have to tire manage, you have to stamina manage. That could be jogging around the pitch, kind of when you're not involved, or even standing still. To other players, it might not look like you're doing anything, but you're saving your stamina for later on in the game. And even with how I play, I kind of die towards the 75th to 90th minute. I mean, if you're better at stamina management than I am, you can probably get rid of the one or even the two of the later on traits that I have. But yeah, with physical, it's mainly stamina. I'm not really looking for anything else as I can, especially in the build I play and the way I play. It's just stamina to keep me moving around the pitch. I'm not looking for strength. I'm not looking for jumping. I'm 5'8". I'm not going to be. It's not going to be giving me any more advantage by putting some skill points into that. So it's just stamina really. So yeah, let's move on to defending. I don't have any defending stats. I'm a centre attacking mid. Of course I push from the front and the further up the pitch you can win the ball, the better. But yeah, it's a bonus if I can win it up. If I win it, obviously you always want to win it up the higher end of the pitch because it's less players than you have to get through to score. But I'm not putting in any big boy tackles anytime soon. So yeah, let's move on to dribbling, where I've got a lot more skill points in this one than I do in defending, simply because this is bread and butter stuff for a cam. It's one of the stuff you have to base your game around, really. And as you can see, I have pretty much all of them done, apart from skill points. A lot of people put stuff in skill points, and it's an absolute waste. It's very rare that I see someone pull out a skill when I feel like A, it looks good, because that's what people want to do with skill moves, and B, it's functional. Not a lot of skill moves are functional in the game, because you can pass it quite easily. I see so many people, like 99% of the time, I see someone lose the ball stupidly when there's an easy pass inside or down the line. It, it as a central cam, and I'm sure if you use this build and you start playing with it, you'll realise the struggle of, of being central and having the wing players play and not pass you the ball. So yeah, I don't have skill. I'm not prepared to learn the skill, and I'm not prepared to do the skill. In my mind, the basics. If you can do the basics very well, you're onto a winner. And I don't have flare pass on because it removes some consistency I have. So yeah, it might trick out the defender, but it also might trick out the striker. And if they're not prepared for it and they're not prepared to shoot for it, it's just wasting an opportunity that could be there. So yeah, moving on to passing. Again, same as dribbling. It's bread and butter stuff as I can. If if you can't pass as a cam, probably just stop watching the video because if you can't pass, it's really not worth you playing cam or trying to learn how to play cam. If you're looking to potentially not progress into that central midfield role, yeah, start as a central midfielder or even start as a CDM, because you learn a lot more of the basic passing. But with cams, it's more of a killer instinct, and you have to play that killer pass a lot of the time. And people don't understand that. You're gonna miss one or two passes, but you're gonna get more passes that that have that killer pass, and you're not gonna get them 100% of the time. If you did, you'd be an unbelievable cam, and it's it's virtually impossible. So it's more about you getting like 3 out of 5, 4 out of 5, like killer passes. That's gonna result in a one-on-one pass, a one-on-one chance. So yeah, as you can see, I've pretty much the right side of the tree. I don't have. It's very speciality with long throw, free kicks. I think the one's corners there. So I don't have that. They're very expensive, so I'm not prepared to put my skill point into that because it's not a very big return. And the same as I'm also missing. I believe that's a curve. Um, Curve and crossing isn't the end of the world if you're not having it. I think I have one crossing there, as you can see, but I think I just had one spare. Didn't really know where to put it, so I put it in there because if I'm ever out wide, I want to be able to maybe put a decent crossing. So yeah, moving on to shooting. This one has probably the most key aspect in this, and that is a weak foot. Weak foot is huge as I can because you can't be weak in your game. So having a weak foot basically cuts off 50% of your passing range. Because if you've got a weak left foot, you can't pass. You can't pass with it. So you can only pass with your right foot, and it definitely kills you off. So to be honest, in all positions, I'd always have 4-star weak foot minimum. Um, I, as you can see, I only have 4. I don't have 5 because I don't really feel like there's that much of a difference between having 4 and 5, and the skill points to get to get the fifth one. I'm not looking at heading. I'm 5 for 8. I really wouldn't care. I don't really care less about heading. So yeah, I haven't gone for that at all. So yeah, mainly skill. Yeah, I mean, as a cam, it also gives you some like nice shooting from outside the box. A little bit of volleys, not the end of the world, but you never know. You catch one sweet at the edge, makes yourself look like a star. But yeah, and then you also have the free finishing. As a cam, I'm a lot more attacking as a cam, so I'm almost playing like a false 9 at sometimes. But yeah, I have the free finish because as a cam, you do find yourself sometimes in the box, and once you step inside the box, it takes your finishing into consideration when you shoot on goal, and those three could be the difference between you banging on a pro keeper or him just softly going into his arms and you're wasting the opportunity. So I had it spare, so I thought it's a massive key part of the game, so I needed it simply because you gotta take those chances. You can't be missing chances as a cam. It's almost the same as a striker. If you're in that position, people expect you to score, so you really need to. Um, that's pretty much the main aspect of shooting. Moving on to pace. I think everybody knows FIFA is pace, what pace based. You're just not going to get away from it. And a lot of people put in all the pace straight away, but it's not always the be all and end all. And as you can see, obviously I do have all the paces apart from one, and that's sprint speed, and I believe that's the final one of sprint speed. I'm not building for sprint speed. I'm building for like quick bursts of pace to get myself away from the defender. So if I'm standing on the defender, I want someone to pass me the ball and be able to just fly off with it, pass with a big touch, or even just because my ball control and dribbling, I should be able to just very softly have the ball and just go. And especially on this FIFA, especially with the redesign of the skill points, pace is very expensive. I mean, for me saving that one, it allows me to have, I believe it allows me to have the free shooting that I have, which massively affects the game. And the one cross, and you never know, all you need is one good cross, and that can be a goal. So I'm happy to make that sacrifice. I mean, possibly you could even get rid of the one just before it as well. No, I personally think, you could make that change if you really wanted to, because you're not going to be sprinting full speed from the edge of your box to their box. So, and especially with stamina, you can't afford to be running that much. So, quick burst of pace is all you need really, nothing more. So yeah, I mean, especially with it being so expensive, you can just easily distribute it around other areas of the pitch. You can put it into passing, dribbling, even maybe defending and physical if you wanted a bit more strength. So, especially if you're building strength, you probably don't need so much sprint speed because you can hold off the defender. So yeah, moving on to goalkeeper. And yes, I don't have any goalkeeper traits on. I am a cam. I'm an outfield player. I'm not really looking for handling or any of that kind of stuff. And just make sure you don't have any of the goalkeeper traits on any of your default setups. You never know, and it's a massive waste of skill points. So just make sure you don't have any on. Well, except if you're a keeper, of course. So yeah, I hope it's been helpful for a lot of people. I'll try to give a bit more in-depth reason of why I have my traits on, rather than just going bang, 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 this is what you need. So you can kind of make your own adjustments. Obviously, this is how I play cam. I'm not expecting everybody else to be able to play cam like me, or even want to play cam like me. So yeah, if you want to play a bit deeper, you can change it to maybe you don't have the finishing, but you have maybe a bit more stamina because you got to run up and down the pitch a bit more. I mean, potentially you want more crossing and stuff like that. If you maybe stretch out wide a bit, if you're playing with a lone striker, or maybe you want more finishing because if you play with a lone striker in the attack, you might kind of go up next to him. So yeah, I mean, I really hope everyone's enjoyed this. There will definitely be more videos to come. If you have any preference of what position I do next, just leave a comment down below. But if not, I'm probably going to be doing striker next. But yeah, thanks for watching and please leave a like and subscribe down below.